Welcome back to Leffafriikki Cinema. Here we are again in my home theater, and I continue this series of showing every piece of my home theater piece by piece and telling a little bit story behind it. And next thing what I will talk about today is my surround speakers. I introduced my front channels a couple of weeks ago. They are DIY Soundgroup Elusive 1099, and today what I will introduce you is also from DIY Soundgroup, but this time I'm using HT-8 for my surround. I have 4 pieces of them, and let's see what kind of speakers those are and how I have positioned them at the moment in my room. So let's go turn the camera around and let's see. First of all, what I had before this DIY Soundgroup HT-8 surround speakers. First of all, just as everything else, I started with monitor audio FX speakers, which were, I think, dipole, is that the right word? But they were really good in the small room because they were dispersing the sound in 2 different directions basically. So they really made surround sounding great in this room. But after Atmos came in, I saw a lot of videos that say that dipole speakers are not that good. You should have directly radiating speakers, and that's why I started to think about getting new speakers for the surround speakers. However, it didn't happen right away, because before I got these directly radiating speakers, I also had a Klipsch. Klipsch speakers, I think it was 250, which I had 4 pieces also in this room, and they were also dipole speakers. I loved them. They were simply great. I really loved those speakers, and especially with the Klipsch 280 front speakers, they match it perfectly. And I can tell you, it was a huge upgrade into monitor audio speakers. It was a huge leap forward, and to be honest, I was a little sad when I had to get rid of those Klipsch speakers because I loved them so much. Why I changed it? Pretty much 2 reasons. First reason was the directly radiating speakers, and the other thing was DIY. So without doing my speakers myself, I would never ever get rid of those Klipsch speakers because they were so good. They were great speakers for the small room, and they worked perfect in my use case. But it was time to change into DIY speakers also at the surround, and that was the reason why I end up with these DIY Soundgroup HT-8 speakers. Here behind the fabric is one of them. Here in the other side is another one. So my surround speakers are hidden. How they are hidden, I can show you right here. So all you can do, you can raise the panel. It's part of the acoustic panel, but it's only fabric in front of the speaker, and speaker itself is here half hidden in the wall. But the main thing is that when you look at here in the room, you cannot see those speakers at all. Is it necessarily? No, but I really like it. I don't want to see my speakers as much as is possible. Then we go here, back of the room, and these are kind of tricky. My rear surround speakers are right now mounted into my subwoofers. I used to have them at the top of the subwoofers when they were a little bit higher, which worked pretty good. But then I have my Atmos speakers here, so I think they were too close and the result wasn't as good as I liked. But right now they are mounted here, so they're pretty much in the perfect spot. And as you see here, they are pretty nice speakers, DIY, same as my front speakers. So I ordered them from US. They shipped them to me. It didn't cost too much to ship, and then I built it and soldered all the crossovers and everything, same way as I did my Elusives a little bit earlier. I didn't order them at the same time, but I ordered them in a separate order a little bit later. So I have 4 identical speakers here at my surrounds. And to be honest, if I would need, or if I would have money and I would like to upgrade something, that would be definitely my next thing that I would do. In last video I talked about these front wides. Okay, it would be perfect if they would be HT-8s. Also, right now they are not, and my front wides work pretty good. But if I would have money, if I would need it right now to do something, I would order 8 more HT-8s, and I would mount 6 of them at my ceiling, which I will talk about in another video. But right now I have 4 HT-8 speakers as a surround speakers, and they are great. I really like them. They fit great with my front LCR speakers, obviously from the same DIY Soundgroup. And they are easy to build. They sound perfect. They are made for home theater, and I really like having them. They are my end game speakers as a surround. Obviously they are DIY, so you know, idea to replace them is something I can't imagine, because they are DIY. That raises the price of them significantly for myself. But as I said, it would be nice to have same speakers all over the bed layer. So if I one day get a chance and get the money, I will definitely order more HT-8s, and that would mean that I need to redo my whole ceiling. But I kind of like my ceiling right now. In ceiling speakers, they are looking good, and it would need the whole renew of the ceiling if I start changing speakers there. So right now it's not something I will do. So here's the quick video about my surround speakers and a little bit pictures about how I made them. It was interesting. Obviously I already knew how to do them after doing Elusives, so it was pretty straightforward, interesting build, but I think end result was excellent, and I keep loving those speakers every day when I'm watching movie here in my home theater. So this is from this week. This is Leffafriikki channel from Finland. Please share, subscribe, and ask questions. I love answering your questions here at YouTube, and hopefully we can share this great hobby to as many people over the world as possible. And I want to be one of those who inspires everybody else to build their own room. It is not that expensive as you believe. Just start from somewhere and then start building piece by piece, just as I've been doing with my room over the last 20 years. So, bye for now. I see you in the next video.